Steve Smith dug Australia out of trouble on day 2 of the Ashes series to leave the first test delicately poised. After England were bowled out for 302, the hosts were rocking at 764 before Smith, along with Shaun Marsh, restored some stability to the order. Steve Smith added some stability to the Aussies' innings and ended day 2 on 64 not at the second test, and indeed the whole Ashes series is already shaping up to be a thriller. England are matching the Aussies all the way. Joe Root's team produced a disciplined, skillful, suffocating performance with the ball that kept Australia in check on day 2. And Root's captaincy was imaginative with specific fielding settings for each batsman, designed to staunch the flow of runs. It was a majestic catch from David Warner that saw Jake Ball dismissed in the first test. David Warner left celebrates after he caught out Jake Ball as England were bowled out for 302. There was no let-up in emotions for Jake Ball as he captured the prize scalp of David Warner to exact his revenge. By and large, the plans worked. England don't have the speed to blast out the Aussie batsman, and the conditions offer little lateral movement, so the bowlers have to apply pressure with accuracy. Bowling dry, as they call it. Highlights: these are the 5 top moments from day 2 of the Ashes. It worked so successfully that Australia were reduced to 764 in reply to England's 302 all-out. But captain Steve Smith made a half-century, and the recalled Shaun Marsh battled along and helped in a vital 5th wicket stand. Steve Smith can handle balmy army, but there's a health risk targeting David Warner. Short balls, sledging and bodyline dominated superb day 2 at the Gabba. Nathan Lyon finally finds his roar whilst pulled XC's first proposal. Steve Smith and Shaun Marsh take Australia to 1654 at stumps on day 2. When is the first Ashes test between Australia and England? What time? England began the second day with 1964, and Doed Mallin and Moeen Ali added a further 50 runs. The signs were encouraging, but then Mallin attempted a pull shot and top-edged a catch to deep square leg. Moeen was LBW in the next over to a ball that skidded on, and then Chris Woakes was bowled through the gate by a ripping off-break as he aimed to drive. England had lost 3 wickets for 4 runs. Johnny Bairstow attempted a pull shot and lobbed a catch to wicketkeeper Tim Paine. Bairstow probably would have played the shot under normal circumstances, but he felt the need to be aggressive because he was left batting with the tail. England were soon on the front foot in the bowling as Jimmy Anderson dismissed Peter Handscomb. November 23-27 First Test Brisbane, December 26 Second Test Adelaide, December 14-18 Third Test Perth, December 26 34th Test Melbourne, Jan 48 Fifth Test Sydney. Jake Ball was superbly held at leg slip by a diving David Warner, and Stuart Broad, after swinging at some bouncers and ducking others, offered catching practice to deep square leg. Broad made an early breakthrough when Australia batted as debutant Cameron Bancroft nicked off. Usman Khawaja, known to be suspect against spin, was sent on his way by the second delivery he received from Moeen. Khawaja played for spin that wasn't either and was LBW. Then Warner got into a muddle against Ball, shaping to pull a shortish ball, but in the end he did nothing more than plop a catch to short mid-wicket. Mitchell Starc celebrates the wicket of Doed Mallin, but he did make a half-century. Nathan Lyon successfully appeals the wicket of Chris Woakes. England finished on 302 all-out. Anderson bowled with skill and accuracy across 3 spells and was rewarded when Peter Handscomb was nailed leg before. Umpire Aleem Dar did not give it out, but DRS confirmed that it was plumb. Australia were 764, but Smith and Marsh steadied the ship with a watchful partnership. BT Sport is the only place to watch the Ashes live from Australia. The Sun's John Etheridge and the Daily Telegraph's Ben Horne go head-to-head after the second day of the first head.